Myers. Welcome back to the 24/7 News Show. It is November 1st, 2019. Trump is still under threat of impeachment. Recently, a raid was conducted in the Middle East, resulting in the death of the leader of ISIS, which is a good day for the world, or good thing for the world. It didn't happen today. Normally, I don't advocate death, but this is someone who brought lots of pain, suffering, and death to others. So, obviously, this is a good thing to have happened. And besides that, our main story is actually the ACLU has recently blocked all of the abortion bans in all the states attempted to pass those earlier this year. So abortion is and always will be legal, or hopefully always will be legal in all 50 states. This is these laws were clearly unconstitutional, specifically the Alabama one is the most recent one to be blocked by this case with the ACLU and Planned Parenthood. The law in question would have made it a felony for a doctor to perform or even attempt an abortion, regardless of how far along the woman was in the pregnancy, or whether it was a case of rape or incest. So that law is unconstitutional. It violates the precedent set by Roe v. Wade. And along with that, the ACLU has also fought and successfully blocked abortion bans in Georgia, Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Ohio, and Utah, along with the Alabama one we just mentioned. They released this in a tweet that was went out yesterday, tagged with the phrase, "Politicians, listen closely. We have a constitutional right to abortion. If you try to ban it, we will see you in court." And as someone who is pro-choice, I do feel pride in seeing something like this, seeing that there are organizations, despite what Republicans, Trump specifically, may try to limit civil rights. Actually, this is actually Republicans more broadly. Trump had very little to do with this. To see that that there are organizations that will fight on the behalf of people, on the behalf of women, and will not allow the religious right to control us. So, once again, it's a good day for this country. It's incredibly important for our founding principle of separation of church and state, because many of these laws, as some people who, let's just say far-right people I know, have said, well, they advocate for abortion bans. They're pro-life, even though they're also pro-mass shooting. But they have said that the Catholic Church says it's a murder, so therefore it should be illegal. Well, you just made a great argument right there. You didn't even notice it, for why abortion should remain legal, because this is not a theocracy. This is not the Vatican. This is not Saudi Arabia, a Islamic theocracy. This is the United States of America. It is composed of people of every religion and people who don't practice a religion at all. So, to try to govern based on the principles of one single religion, many of which are flawed, because, as I've been over before, religions are not perfect. They're founded by misogynistic men. Many are. It's good to see that groups are standing up to the Trump administration and to far-right conservatives more broadly. I'm trying to use the term far-right on purpose because there are rational Republicans that exist. I would say Mitt Romney falls into that category. We saw his interesting Twitter account like last week. But people who, I'm not a huge Mitt Romney fan, but I can, he is someone who I can respect on the opposite of the side of the aisle on some level for speaking out against President Trump and other far-right conservatives, because the fact of the matter is, we cannot allow these far-right extremists to control our country. They support white supremacists. They are misogynists. They are brutally homophobic and anti-transgender and anti the entire LGBTQ community. So we cannot allow these people to bully us into submission and to control our country, to control our every move. And that is the whole point of separation of church and state, is so that we can live in a country where people are free to practice whatever religion they want. And sometimes religions conflict with each other on certain values. And in a country if a country tries to be entirely Christian, then that could conflict with values of another religion that might have different values. So, once again, it's good for religious freedom. It's good religious freedom more broadly. People might say this is bad for religious freedom because they think that religious freedom entitles you to discriminate against everyone who isn't a straight white male. But generally, it's good for freedom of religion. It's good for women. And hopefully we'll draw more attention to the fact that these kind of southern states with these far-right conservatives are spinning out of control. Anyway, that's it for the 24/7 News Show. Thanks for watching. Like, dislike, comment below. Did you like our new intro, our new graphics? Comment below with that as well. But again, if it's hateful, bye-bye. Thanks for watching.